On today's holiday-themed season finale of Profs Huddle, we have a joyful episode ahead to get you all into the winter spirit as we hit the month of December.
We have men's and women's basketball highlights, a club women's ice hockey package, a top 5 place segment, player awards, and more. Coming up next here on Profs Huddle.
Welcome back to the season finale of Profs Huddle. I'm Jordan Weisiger.
And I'm Aiden Ray. With the winter season starting here on campus, the Profs were away from the nest again, and they were competing. Let's take a look at how the Profs did on the road. Starting off, both Rowan men's and women's swimming teams participated in the Franklin and Marshall Invitational between Friday, November 22nd and Sunday, November 24th. The men's team finished in 4th place out of 10 on Friday and 2nd place on Saturday and Sunday. The women's team finished 7th out of 10 on Friday, 6th on Saturday, and 5th on Sunday. The Rowan women's basketball team took on Gwinnett Mercy on the road on December 2nd, where they won that game 77-38. Lastly, the Rowan men's basketball team traveled up to Jersey City for a matchup with NJCU last Saturday and fell short by a score of 80-75.
The Rowan men's basketball team have finally put up a winning streak. With 2 straight wins over Eastern and Montclair State, the Profs have gotten back to a .500 record. Rowan now faces their 2nd straight NJAC opponent, Rutgers Camden. Can our RU take down the other RU? Let's find out. Rowan Profs vs. Rutgers Camden Scarlet Raptors at the SB Gym. We start early in the first half where Danny Fleming goes up for the block. The Profs proceed to go coast to coast with a tough layup from Khalif Mears, putting the Profs up on the board for the first time. Rutgers Camden with the ball once again, and Cameron Downs gets 2 defenders to bite and is able to hit the spin around mid-ranger to put him up 3. Back on the Profs end, Mears is able to find Fleming down low for the mismatched layup to cut the lead to 1. Rowan with the ball once again, and this time it's Tyrese Myrick, and he's able to razzle and dazzle his way to hit the mid-range shot, tying up the game. Rutgers Camden at the top of the key, but it's stolen by Mears, and he takes it to the basket for the 2-hand slam, giving Rowan the lead 20-18. Rutgers Camden is finally able to come through with some points as Jordan Trusty Smith finds his fellow teammate for the tough bucket. Rutgers Camden now goes coast to coast after the Rowan miss, and Sharif Kunte gets it to go at the half. Rowan leads 40-36. 17:24 to go in the second half, and after the missed 3, Spivey finds Mears for the full court pass for an easy 2 points. Canty now with the ball, and he fights his way to the rim and gets 2 points for Rowan, and the score is now 51-36. Rutgers Camden is trying to battle back, and the work in the paint pays off for Jordani Pierre, 58-42 Rowan. Canty looking for one more stylish play. He spins his way to the rim for the basket and puts up Rowan 80-64. Rowan wins 81-67. That'll do it from the SB Gym. The Profs will walk out of there with a conference win over Rutgers Camden 81-67. Khalif Mears and Taz Canty combined for 44 points on 18 for 27 shooting to lead the way in the win. Jameer Spivey, who is shown on screen, had a quiet but impactful day with 5 points and 5 rebounds in just 15 minutes on the floor.
Staying on the courts, the Rowan women's basketball team is showing dominance on the court as they took on the Rutgers Camden Scarlet Raptors on Wednesday, December 4th. Will the Profs improve to 2-0 in NJAC play? Let's find out. Things got underway in Glassboro with Rutgers Camden winning the tip-off. Almost halfway through the first quarter, pass gets taken away by Kate Herlihy as she goes all the way up the court. And she drives in from the left lane, and she finishes to get the Profs an 8-7 lead early on. After a slow first quarter, the Profs started to heat up in the second as Kate Herlihy gets another takeaway, passes the ball to freshman Lily Bross at midcourt, and she swishes a mid-range jumper to extend the lead, Prof lead to 30-21. Less than a minute later, Reagan Russo grabs an offensive rebound, passes back to Herlihy, and she nails the 3 to give the Profs a double-digit lead. Rowan went into halftime leading Rutgers Camden by a score of 37-24, but they were not done yet. More than 2 minutes into the third, Jess Mastriano drives, puts up a shot, and counted for the and one. Mastriano will also head to the free throw line to shoot one more. At the charity stripe, Mastriano takes her time, gets in position, and makes the free throw. The Profs ended up scoring 29 points and went 13 for 16 from the free throw line in the third quarter. To start off the fourth, Bross passes to the top of the key to Haley Selmer, and she connects from downtown to make it 69-32. Then another three was hit, this time by Lily Bross. The Profs ended up hitting 5 3-pointers in this game. That will do it from Glassboro as the Rowan Profs move to 2-0 in NJAC play and improve to 4-2 with a great win over the Rutgers-Camden Scarlet Raptors by a score of 78-44. Senior Reagan Russo grabbed 6 rebounds and had 3 assists. This was the Profs' second dominating win of the week to start off the month of December.
Through the first 3 episodes of Profs Huddle, we have touched a lot about the main varsity level sports at Rowan. Some students might not realize that there are club teams to join. One of our very own classmates, Micaiah Tinklenberg, is on the women's club ice hockey team, and she has insight on what it's like to be from out of state playing ice hockey so far away from home.
Hey guys, it's Micaiah Tinklenberg. I want to tell you a little bit about my hockey team here at Rowan University. We might not get a lot of attention here in Jersey, but the rest of the country has taken notice. 11 out of 20 girls on our current roster hail from out of state.
Having girls from different places really makes this team unique. Like, we have girls from Canada, we have girls from Virginia, we have girls from Iowa, and then me, who's from New Mexico.
I think the out-of-state players mesh really well with the in-state girls, except once in a while you hear random words and phrases that you probably never heard before, like our Canadian teammate usually says like pardon, or she calls a beanie, like the hat, a toque.
Being from Iowa myself, one of our team's top priorities lies completely off the ice, making sure every teammate feels welcome.
Something that I've done to make it a little more comfortable for the out-of-state girls is to always welcome my house as a home to them, especially around the holidays. It gets hard. Some girls can't always go home. So when I'm going home on the weekends, it's always like, oh, do you want to come? Do you want to come? Have some food at my dad's, have some food at my mom's. Just a nice way to get back in touch with family away from home.
When I was emailing Coach Dan back and forth, he was the only coach that actually sounded interested in getting to know his players or his recruits. And it sounded like he cared more than any of the other coaches that I was talking to.
Chemistry on the ice is an integral part to any good hockey team. And here at Rowan, we pride ourselves in the team and family that we have built.
Really cool to learn about all the out-of-state ice hockey players' experiences. Thanks, Micaiah, for telling us that story. But now, with the fall semester wrapping up and 2024 coming to a close, let's go through our Profs Huddle top 5 plays from the different sports on our campus. Coming in at number 5, Rowan men's soccer taking on Rutgers-Camden in an NJAC semifinal matchup. The Profs pass and try to find any open man, and then Ryan Cleary scores the goal, and the Profs ended up winning 1-0. At number 4, quarterback Nate Mayers goes to the right side to look for an open receiver, but then he scrambles to the left side with an open lane to score a touchdown in a win over TCNJ. Number 3, Khalif Mir snatches the ball away from Duran Sherman, and he throws down the dunk with 2 hands in a win over Eastern. Coming in at number 2, Rowan Field Hockey taking on TCNJ. Jenna Gray shoots the ball, and it deflects off of Kylie Elwell and goes into the back of the net for a clutch goal down the stretch in the season to tie the game up at 1. The Profs ended up winning 2-1 over the TCNJ Lions with a penalty goal from Alexa Ronning. And coming in at number 1, we go back to the football field as quarterback Matt Wellesley throws to his left side to freshman Michael Zarfati, who snags the ball from Teron Gale's hands for a 21-yard touchdown to make it 28-0 Profs before halftime. A great catch for Zarfati as he got his 4th touchdown on the year during the team's last game of the season, as Rowan ended up winning 45-0 over William Patterson.
As we are nearing the end of the fall 2024 semester, we are near the end of Profs Huddle Season 9. However, with the ending of a sports season, always comes awards. 2 profs had the humbling experience of receiving NJAC Honor Awards. Rowan women's soccer star Olivia Giordano is taking home the NJAC Offensive Player of the Year award. Giordano had an incredible season, finishing with 15 goals, which was a team lead. She also finished with 3 assists and 33 total points. The second award we are announcing is the NJAC Runner of the Year Award. This honor is going to senior distance runner Joshua Kaysen. Kaysen led the Profs to their 3rd consecutive NJAC title, finishing the 8K course in first with a time of 25 minutes and 11 seconds. He is the 27th Prof runner in program history to win the conference individual title and second in the last 3 years, joining 2022 champion Justin Kelly. Kaysen was a 2-time NJAC Runner of the Week this season.
Heading over to the record books, 2 runners on the Rowan men's track and field team showed a lot of commitment and broke records. Freshman Jameer Brown secured a Division III 60-meter hurdles record with a time of 7.72 seconds. Junior sprinter Masai Bird got himself a record as well, as he broke Rowan's school record in the 60-meter sprint as he got a time of 6.84 seconds. Congrats to both.
That will do it for this final episode of Profs Huddle. On behalf of everyone on the crew, I want to give a big thank you to Professor Christopher Winkler for making this show possible. And I also want to thank the teacher assistants for their help all semester long. We hope everyone has a happy and healthy holiday season. As Billy Joel once said, life is a series of hellos and goodbyes. I'm afraid it's time for goodbye again. Signing off for the final time, I'm Jordan Weisinger.
And I'm Aiden Ray.
And let's get the crew on here for one final send-off for Profs Huddle Season 9.
Go Profs!